Good day, Leo, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for February 17th to the 23rd. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and check out your affirmation for the week. I am in charge of how I feel, and today I am choosing happiness. I am in charge of how I feel, and today I am choosing happiness. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Oh, King of Spades, Four of Hearts, Seven of Spades, Jack of Spades, Six of Diamonds, 10 of Clubs, Seven of Hearts, and the Queen of Hearts. So, looks like you might have some sincere, unconditional love for somebody or something. It doesn't have to be somebody, it can be something like a job or whatever. But you do have an unconditional love here this week. So if you are with somebody, don't be surprised if they end up, asking you for your hand in marriage, because that could definitely happen. Because whatever this is, they want to make a commitment with you. But I feel like this is more you. You might ask somebody for their hand in marriage, or you might be wanting to get with somebody that you wouldn't mind locking it really down, right? Like really being serious about it and locking that relationship down. Uh, but for some of you, this might be a job. We'll find out with the rest of the cards. This can be a job that you're having a sincere, unconditional love for, that you're wanting to lock down, or maybe even like, who knows, even maybe like something that you do, like some kind of hobby or something that you're really wanting to take a little bit more seriously. At the beginning of the week, you have leadership. Yeah, so you're going to be in the role of leadership. And the cards are just saying make sure to lead with your head and not your ego. A lot of times when we are the leader, we will let our ego get to us, because we are the leader, right? And we think we know it all, but no one knows it all, ever, ever, never through life. Even the oldest person doesn't know everything, right? The oldest person can still learn from a younger person. It can happen. But you want to keep your mind open, still take people's advice, still take people's ideas, because you never know when there's going to be some good stuff coming from somebody else. There might be, there's most likely things that you didn't think of or whatever, when it comes to this leadership. Now, this leadership can be anything. Leadership can be at work. This leadership can be leading your household. It can be any kind of leadership, but you will be in the spot of leadership this week. And the cards are just saying keep an open mind, don't let and keep that ego in check. Then you're gonna need some retreating and refocusing. Looks like some past thoughts are gonna overwhelm you. Maybe you're gonna have some disappointment, emotional stress and whatnot. And the cards are just saying when you have downtime, or even if you need to take a minute, like say you're having a heavy discussion with somebody. If you need to take a minute to breathe, tell them, look, give me a minute, and take your minute to breathe. Um, but more so, this card is talking about that you need to relax and really refocus your mind, body, and soul, right? So when you have downtime, you need to make sure that that downtime is quality time, right? You don't want to just sit in front of the TV and eat potato chips when you have downtime. At this point in time, you want to meditate, go to the gym, go to church if church is your thing, or just do your spiritual things, whatever that may be. But basically, do anything that heals your mind, body, and soul when it comes to things that are overwhelming you or disappointing you or anything like that, right? Then you have a thief, liar, cheat in your presence, okay? and you need to disarm this person. You need to take away their ability to have their thieving, lying, and cheating disrupt your life, right? But here's the thing: you probably know they're a thief, liar, or cheat, and their thieving, lying, and cheating has just never affected you, right? But now you need to be honest with yourself about the people around you, okay? Because somebody who thieves, lies, and cheats is about to. Focus that energy on you, right? That energy is going to start affecting you in some sort of way. And you don't need that. You don't need that, especially when you're already going through some disappointment and emotional stress as it is. You don't need this shit. Right, you don't need this other person's shit coming in and screwing you up. So pay close attention to the people around you and what they're doing and how they are affecting your life. Right, then in the middle of the week, yeah, you need to be the rebel. You need to let out your rebel yell. Any missions are possible. Anything that you're wanting to go after is possible. A lot of times, this is a political card, right? This is a card telling you to go after your politics. Stand by what you believe in and whatnot, and don't back down. Don't be like, okay, whatever, you're right. Don't do that stuff. Stand your ground and be like, this is what I believe, and that's all there is to it. You know, because I do feel like some of you, this might be political. This literally might be in the middle of the week, you get into a political conversation with somebody, and you need to stand your ground and be the rebel and really, state your shit. Maybe you've got a rally or something that you're planning or you're wanting to go to or whatever, and you just need to be the rebel and go for it. That could very well be where your sincere, unconditional love is coming from, is really locking it down when it comes to your politics. Now, for others of you, this has no political meaning whatsoever. This just is saying go after what you want to go after and be the rebel about it, and stick to your guns. Um, Coming out of the weekend, you got somebody that's going to try to mislead you and confuse you and try to get you to think that you're confused. And I kind of feel like this is the thief, liar, cheat. I think you start seeing what's going on with the thief, liar, cheat, and you confront them to remove them and whatnot. And then here, they decide to try to mislead you and try to get you to think that you're not seeing things correctly and whatnot, and that it's a whole nother different subject or whatever. But it really is what you already think, okay? So don't let this person pull the wool over your eyes. You know what you know. Recheck your facts, recheck your steps. You know what's up. You know what's happening. You're not dumb and you're not confused, okay? Uh, then you're fed up with a burden here heading into the weekend, and I feel like this burden is the thief, liar, cheat. I honestly do. I think that's the thief, liar, cheat, and I'm starting to think that maybe your emotional stress might be caused by this thief, liar, cheat. That might be exactly what they're doing, is causing you stress, causing you overwhelming, disappointing feelings. It might be coming from this thief, liar, cheat. That's just what I'm feeling right now. But towards the end of the week, you are fed up with this burden. And the thing is about burdens, you might want to give into this burden and be like, okay, well, this is just how it's going to be. But the cards are saying, no, don't give in, don't give up. The end is near. And the thing is that if this burden is the thief, liar, and cheat, you can remove this person from your life and remove the burden from your life. Okay, we are not. We are not chained to anybody in this world, okay? Um, at certain points in time, we can leave people behind. Okay, that's all there is to it. I'm not talking like little children or anything, like your kids or anything. You got to take care of your kids. You got to raise your kids and whatnot. I'm just saying, anybody, adult people that can take care of their damn selves, okay, you don't have to keep them around. I don't care who they are. When they are adults, you don't have to keep them around. Now, this burden might not be a person, but I do feel like you're keeping this person around. I think that they are the burden. I think they are causing you issues in life but I feel like you think that you have to keep them around. We don't have to keep anybody around, provided, of course, that they're, adults. We don't have to keep them around. We can remove them from our lives, period. That's all there is to it. Then at the end of the week, the cards are telling you to stop. Stop doing so much for other people. Stop doing so much at work that you don't need to be doing. Okay, cut that fat off. Again, I feel like this is this thief, liar, and cheat. I feel like you do a lot for this person. I really do. I think that you do a whole lot for this person. And, I don't think that they respect your boundaries very much. And with that, you need to cut that. You need to cut that fat off. Your priorities are hurting, okay, because of this person. All right, we need to understand that we are number one. That's who you need to think about. Number one, you. And people need to start realizing that we are number one, okay? Above all else, above all other people, we come first. All right, everybody else is second. Don't you put yourself second to anyone, okay? So remember, you can remove this burden. All right. It may be hard. I'm not saying that it ain't going to be hard. I'm not saying that it's not going to cause you emotional, sadness or whatever. But, it's better to remove a burden than to keep it, period. That's all there is to it. All burdens do is they continue to burden you. They continue to get increase in their, ability to wreck your life pretty much is what happens. All right. So definitely if you can cut the fat, you cut the fat. All right. And don't allow societal norms or whatever stop you, because people say, oh, you can't do that or you can't do this. Fuck them people. Okay. If it is messing with your priorities, if it is causing you overwhelming emotional stress, okay, and you can, like, legally remove them from your life, remove them. Then just remove them, okay? Uh, you know, People move on. People have breakups all the time. People remove burdens constantly, and yeah, sometimes there's like some heartache in there and whatnot. But you move on. You live. You continue to live. You continue to go on to the next step in your life, right? So anyway, let's see what the tarot cards had to say. Universe speak. Spirit's guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Hell, maybe you come to that sincere, unconditional love for yourself. Maybe you finally. Oh, I think that's funny. The devil card is right on the bottom. The devil is a energy drainer, right? An energy demon, and in the card, the people have chains around their necks, but the chains are so loose that they can remove them. That could not go better with burdening. But let's see what the card is that I shuffled out. Uh, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I think now the Knight of Swords sometimes is kind of like a very, picking a target and trying to find other people to blame shit for, which could be how this thief, liar, cheat works. But also, I feel like this is you needing to pick the target and remove it. That's how I'm feeling on this. But it can also be somebody who plays the blame game. They pick a target and they go right at it and they start blaming them and all that good stuff. And that could be how this, thief, liar, cheat is working. They could be blaming you and being like, oh, well, if you didn't do this or if you didn't do that, then I wouldn't have to do this or that, right? I'm kind of hearing that. But I'm also hearing a double meaning to this card right now, as for you taking charge of your own life, being that rebel, having that rebel yell and being like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this burden. My priorities come first. I'm number one, and that's all there is to it. And by doing that, that would be sincere, unconditional love for yourself, right? That would be you making a commitment to you, turning yourself into number one. So I just feel like you need to be like the Knight of Swords and kind of have that that really strong aggressiveness to you when it comes to taking charge of your own life for yourself. But I also do feel like this is also the thief, liar, and cheat coming in and, doing the blame game, like this misled and confused. That can be the blame game right there, plain and simple. So anyway, I hope this resonated. I hope it helped in some way. If it did, hit that like button. And if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. Also, keep in mind that I do have bonus readings on my Patreon page. You can find a link in the description below. And I hope to see you back here next week. Until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.